Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about this TX225. So let's get it started. Okay, so as you can see, this is the TX225. And yeah. So what I want to do with this video is basically an update. I've posted some stuff on social media, a little progress stuff here and there, and it slowly has started to come together to where all of the main pieces, the big pieces, are finished, and I can start wrapping my head around putting this thing together. This is just test put together. I've got little pegs here and there actually holding this thing together. But yeah, I've got other pieces that are still printing, the tank treads, and I still got a ton of greeblies that I got to print out. I've got some of them already printed out. There's these are just for the front panel. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. First and foremost, RenderBoy 3D. This is his creation, and I'll definitely put links to his Instagram and everything in the description of the video. But wow, 1/12 scale. Now I've got my ATST over here, and I'm getting ready to put the two halves together. Apologies for that, but this right here, and there's also another one that's being created, ATRT. So with this kind of amazing 1/12 scale creations, it's really hard for me to focus sometimes because I get excited, and that's what it is. But what I wanted to do with this particular video is, first and foremost, huge shout out to RenderBoy 3D. This is awesome, and yeah, it's amazing. I'll go over some of the features of this. I'll show you some stuff, but this is pretty much it assembled. So we got the Kyber crystal crates, which there's another version of these that are static. I'm going to print those out. These right here actually have functioning doors. They got for the Kyber crystals. But I'll be honest with you, I've tried to print out some clear resin for the crystals. I have struggled so hard on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the static for this until I figure out this, because I don't want to invest a whole bunch of finishing time on these until I actually can make the crystals. I got the files. There's an awesome Discord that I'm part of, and they definitely, you know, the files are shared. It's just I'm trying to fine tune clear resin. It does stuff totally different than normal resin because it's clear, so it cures way different. So that's a learning curve that's going to be on my part. But I do have these. These are actually the ones I actually printed these out first, waiting for this file. So yeah, we'll just slide these out of the way, get the troops out of the way, put them over here. Before I start taking this thing apart, I also wanted to show this off. This is the actual assembly guide for the TX225, and full color. I mean, this is, I've got them laminated so I don't mess them up, but this actually shows every single thing. Boom. Shows where all the greeblies go. These things right here, the cannons, oh man, they are wicked. They are wicked. I'll gently slide this forward. As you can see, I do not have everything glued in yet. I didn't want to get ahead of myself and make a mistake. So yeah. All right. So first and foremost, let's get the get this dude out. We actually have this top cover, which actually has for magnet holes, which is really, really nice. I definitely dig that. There's actually a weapon here, a machine blaster that actually mounts right here with an actual, you can put a pin in there. This rotates. I mean, look at this. Now, I have printed this with PLA and resin. So like this is FDM PLA, this is resin. Same with this is resin. There's an actual hatch that is somewhere. Here it is. Got an actual hatch that actually pins in as well, so you can have a closed hatch. Really like that. This front cover here, again, got magnets, which is very, very nice. I really dig that. We've got some greeblies that go on this. We've got some little panels. Got more panels here. Right there, we got greeblies. Again, all this stuff I have not glued on yet. I've been very, very patient, or I've tried to be very, very patient with this this build. And that's the reason why this one is, I've really, really tried to take my time on this one. Now, it's not perfect. I made some mistakes, but that's okay. I'm happy with it, and I'm okay. Nothing major. It was all on me. My little painter's tape for test fitting. So the actual cannons, so this piece comes out. So we actually have another piece that goes on. Trying to remember how this actually goes. So this goes in here and goes in like that. And then the cannons actually go like so. I'm not sanding these down yet, but I'll demonstrate. But yeah, so there's the cannons, and these actually can rotate. I mean, look at these things. Again, I done these out of resin just because of the detail that I wanted. Yeah, look at that. Still gotta, like I said, still gotta sand them down and get them prepped and this and that. But again, not getting in a big hurry. So I'll put that there. Pull this one out, which there's actually a peg here that this goes in. I still got to print out a lot of the connectors. I have some that I've printed out, but I'm definitely need to print more out. So that's one of the next major steps is getting all these pins. I've got some of the little ones printed out, but we definitely have some of the smaller ones right here, and they actually pin in. So that's the next thing that I'm going to start printing is a bunch of these. But I wanted to get a feel for how many I actually needed before I went too crazy. And now that I have these major pieces done, yeah. Okay, so let's do a little bit of disassembly. So basically, I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna pull this side out. We got the track right here. Boom, got that took apart. And the actual, there's another piece of it. This is 3 pieces. I went ahead and glued this one together, but I left this one unglued at the moment just because I didn't want to get too carried away with that. Take off this one, and voila, 2 more pieces. And we have the actual sides of the tank taken apart. Put that there. And I actually have a box right here that I'm keeping all these pieces in. The last main big piece that I just finished was the rear cargo, which is right here. I've actually got some little dowel rods because these are actually independent pieces. This printed out as one, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces there, and this makes up the cargo bay area right there. Again, registration points. Very, very nice. We've got some these holes here actually are pin holes that everything lines up, and that's the most amazing part of this is all of these holes correspond to holes here. And that's just another level of just awesome detail, attention to detail, and everything lines up. Like I've not seen any alignment issues. I actually took some wood dowels and made some test dowels to hold a lot of this stuff together so I could see the alignment, and so far it's great. Got some gaff tape, again, little dowel right there just to hold things together for now. It also comes with a floor plate for the rear cargo. Drops in just like that right there. Look at that. Awesome. Now, this is where like a ton of detail is. As you can see, I got a little sanding to do right there, but I really wanted to show you this. There's several pieces that go with this. We have a back panel that goes back here. They are seats. Got a seat right there. I'm gonna let me pull this piece off. There's some of the pins there. So we've got a seat that goes here. This is called the coffee table, and there's actually registration points right here that puts it in place. I've already glued in the stairs right there. We have another seat right here that goes right there. We have another seat right here. Look at that, tons of detail. And there's also some little detail panel pieces that go on right there as well. We have this piece, if I'm not mistaken, yes. Like that, okay. So we've got the control seat, panel right here. There's a steering wheel that actually mounts. We also have another control panel that goes right there. And all of this actually fits within here. So we line these back up. Get my little pins in there. Boom. This piece goes right here and right there, and voila, we have our main control cockpit, if you want to put it. And that's the thing I love about the magnets, is the fact that you can actually take this apart, and you can put figures in there like you saw in the beginning. I had some sitting in there like this one you wouldn't see, but tons and tons of detail, goes into this. And again, like I said earlier, this back panel, it'll go back here like that. More Greeblies, cannons. So yeah, there you go. RenderBoy 3D TX225. And also, another thing that's really cool about these projects is the Discord that you become a part of when you buy these. Oh my goodness, the amount of help that Nathan and RenderBoy and just everybody throws in there is just outstanding. There's no silly questions. There's no wrong answers. Everybody's there to help and to make these things successful, and there's some really, really just awesome people there. So big shout out to everybody that's on the Discord. I'm telling you, this right, here's my biggest thing is, who needs HasLab? Come on. As far as money goes, I'm not 100% sure how much money I've got into this. I've probably went through, I've got probably 4 to 6 rolls of FDM in it, so about $120, give or take, some resin. But if you already have 3D printers, or just one printer, and you purchase this, which is very, very, very well priced. It's way under $100, and you just make your own. I mean, and to finally have something that a hover tank pilot we can use is, I actually had to get all of my hover tank pilots out of storage, because now I have something to use them with that makes sense. So yeah, there it is, the TX225 by RenderBoy 3D. Definitely let me know what you think about it. I'm telling you, I'm happy with this. Even though some of the mistakes I made was because of my printer. I've got some unevenness right here, but it'll still work. I'm still happy with it. I'm not going to reprint it. This is also printed at 20% infill, which it is solid. I mean, it is solid. There's weight to it. Every single piece in here is 20% infill. So yeah, it's not gonna just like crumble. You know, it's made to actually have some fun with it and play with it and display it or whatever you want to do. But you let me know what you think about this awesome 1/12 scale vehicle that we finally actually have. It's another piece I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. I mean, this thing's I think it comes in, I'm not 100% sure. I did have the measurement, and I've already taken it apart. It's over 2 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but once it's all put together, glued together, all the pins are in, it's going to be very, very solid, and I'll be able to move it and put it wherever I want. I can't wait to get this thing painted. It's going to be a relatively simple paint job, except for the interior. There's some detailed things there, but yeah, I think I'll be able to do most of the painting of everything put together, except for, you know, things like this and some little things, the seats and other things like that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. But you guys let me know what you think about it. Also, definitely check out RenderBoy 3D on Instagram. Check the description, click more. There'll be links there. There's also links to my social media. You'll see updates to this project. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Also, if this is your first time on my channel, if you enjoy this type of content, do me a favor, consider hitting that subscribe button. But make sure when you do subscribe to turn notifications on. That way you'll see the progress of this and everything else that I do, from toy hunting, cosplay, 3D printing, you name it. I try to do it on my channel, so make sure you got those notifications turned on. And finally, please always remember, toys refreshes your soul, and I'll see you next time.